All right, welcome to today's Explainer. Let's jump right into it, because right now, Americans are facing a really unprecedented financial squeeze. We're talking about sky-high living costs, stubborn economic uncertainty, and these massive technological leaps that are basically rewriting the financial rulebook overnight. This isn't just about pinching pennies anymore. We're looking at a fundamental shift in the whole reality of money in America as we head into 2026. So let's break down exactly what's happening, why it matters, and the new strategies millions of people are using to adapt. So think about this for a second. Is earning a high salary actually enough to guarantee financial freedom anymore? For generations, landing a good-paying job was the finish line, right? But in today's economy, that assumption is completely dead. As the baseline cost for things like housing, groceries, and healthcare just keep compounding, simply earning a decent paycheck isn't enough to keep you afloat. The harsh realization hitting households everywhere is that active money management and aggressive wealth building aren't just nice-to-haves anymore. They are absolutely essential for survival.
Section 1. The Financial Education Boom.
Now get a load of this deeply alarming reality. Financial literacy in America has actually fallen to its lowest level in a decade. Literally, right when the economy has turned into a giant, incredibly complex puzzle, our baseline understanding has actually dipped. And because of this knowledge gap, combined with the intense, crushing pressure of rising costs, the demand for financial education has just exploded. People aren't just casually browsing for tips anymore, they are urgently seeking out real wealth-building strategies. Financial literacy has basically graduated from a niche Wall Street hobby to a mandatory everyday survival skill.
We're witnessing a total paradigm shift here. The old mindset? It told us that wealth equaled a high income. Basically, a big paycheck meant you were rich. But the new mindset is a totally different beast. Wealth equals discipline and compound growth. Americans are completely abandoning the idea of relying solely on a single career track to save them. Instead, the focus has completely shifted to mastering everyday money management and creating assets that just quietly generate long-term growth behind the scenes.
Section 2. Preparing for the Unexpected.
3 to 6. That right there is the magic number. It represents the absolute primary defense mechanism Americans are building right now. After years of crazy inflation shocks, 3 to 6 months of living expenses is the universal expert standard for an emergency fund. And let me tell you, people are prioritizing this aggressively. They're actually putting it ahead of major investments or luxury spending. They are building these financial shields to protect against the unexpected, making pure, liquid financial security the absolute top goal for 2026.
Section 3. The AI Finance Revolution. Technology is rapidly democratizing wealth, and it is a real game changer. We're seeing a massive surge in artificial intelligence operating basically as a pocket financial advisor. These AI tools do all the heavy lifting for us, tracking daily spending, optimizing savings automatically, instantly detecting fraud, and even managing complex investment portfolios. They're providing real-time, highly personalized advice that honestly used to cost thousands of dollars in advisor fees. Today, complete professional-level financial management is vastly more accessible right from your smartphone.
Section 4. Investing and Managing Debt. Millennials and Gen Z are getting into the market earlier than ever, using these really frictionless platforms to buy digital assets and ETFs. But at the same exact time, they are aggressively fighting back against the crushing weight of credit card balances and student loans. And here's the kicker, they aren't reading dry, dusty economic textbooks to figure this stuff out. No way. They're turning to social media. Everyday financial educators on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are giving out real, actionable advice. We're talking clear strategies for tackling debt, hacking credit scores, and developing way healthier daily financial habits. Budgeting is no longer viewed as restrictive, but rather as a powerful tool. I love this quote because it captures a total emotional shift in personal finance. Because of the sheer cost of living today, intentionality has completely replaced restriction. People are finally realizing that tracking every single dollar doesn't limit your freedom, it actually manufactures it. It's the ultimate tool to force your everyday spending to align perfectly with your big long-term goals.
So this is what the new budgeting philosophy looks like in action, assigning a strategic, absolutely ruthless purpose to every single dollar. Nothing floats around aimlessly anymore. 50% covers your baseline necessities, 20% funds those emergency shields we talked about, another 20% gets locked into compound investing, and that last 10%, it's leveraged to build side income streams. If your money doesn't have a designated job the second it hits your account, well, it just disappears.
Which brings us to Section 5, the new rules of wealth.
Americans are overwhelmingly officially done with get-rich-quick schemes, swapping them out for a really grounded long-term approach. The future of personal finance basically boils down to a tight, repeating loop. First, earning wisely through multiple income streams. Then, spending intentionally with a strict budget, and saving consistently to build that impenetrable emergency fund. From there, it's all about investing regularly, maybe by leveraging that AI we mentioned, and finally, simply allowing time to do its thing. This kind of compound growth over time, it is the ultimate modern roadmap to wealth.
The landscape of money in America has undeniably shifted beneath our feet. Success is no longer defined by the size of your paycheck, but by the discipline of your financial systems. So the big question isn't just how much you're going to earn this year, but how much of it you'll actually keep and grow. Will you let your money manage you, or will you use these principles to build an empire of your own? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.